South Africa is an incredible location for our students to study abroad in. We have opportunities in small cities that are surrounded by mountains and beautiful South African wine country. We have opportunities in places like Cape Town that are big, vibrant coastal cities. We have opportunities in places like Port Elizabeth, which are great surfing communities right on the Indian Ocean where students can study a 5-minute walk away from the beach. So we have a lot of different types of opportunities for a lot of different types of students.
My name is Anna Parker. I studied in Port Elizabeth, South Africa. I really was interested in the culture. It had the animals, and then there was a vibe of Ubuntu, which is kind of the community sense. And then I also wanted to go someplace that was off the beaten path.
South Africa does attract students who are wanting to do some of those big bucket list types of activities.
There's a number of different uniquely South African experiences and traditions that I think students should definitely try and do.
One of the most fun experiences was this overnight safari. You're seeing lions, you're hearing them roaring. It's just really cool at night because it's a whole different atmosphere. And then we saw hippos and pretty much all of the big five that night. Definitely the best experience I had there.
The landscapes as well are beautiful. You can drive for hours and see a whole range of different views, and the scenery is some of the most beautiful in the world.
Number one place was Mossel Bay. There's a mountain and then it opens up to the sea, and then at about 4:30 in the morning we climbed this mountain and got to watch sunrise over the sea. Number one best place I think to visit.
Other places include Johannesburg, which is great for shopping, and then if you like more of the warmer weather, you can go to Durban, which is great for relaxing on the beach.
If you're any kind of surfer, Jeffreys Bay, the waves there are incredible, and there's definitely a surfer community. Everybody there, grabs their boards in the morning, grabs their boards at night, and goes to surf, which is really cool. Everybody talks about Cape Town. It's kind of the more the hub of South Africa. It's a beautiful city, a lot going on.
People can visit the famous Table Mountain as well as Robben Island, where Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for 27 years.
The Parthenon, everybody knows, everybody has a tale there. Anybody, even all of my friends who are 23, 25, can remember it. Can remember just coming out of it, can remember Nelson Mandela, stuff that we read in books or watching movies. And it's interesting to see how they're breaking down these barriers and everybody's starting to kind of come together again.
I love South Africa mainly because of the people that live there. Generally, people are very friendly, and if you need any kind of help, they're willing to help you even if they've never met you before.
The Ubuntu is really cool. The South Africans, they have this different relaxed vibe.
It's just, you go to the shop and the lady or man behind the counter will just be very friendly.
You spend extra time talking to people and making those connections.
They'll ask you how you're doing and they'll laugh and joke with you.
Community's number one. People are talking to each other more. They're, spending more time with their family. It's just a really cool experience.
I think South Africa can be a great fit for really any student who's wanting to pursue an education abroad opportunity. South Africa is predominantly an English-speaking country, so students can easily take coursework taught in English. Whether you're maybe a recreation and tourism management student who's interested in working in the safari industry and you want elephants and lions and zebra and impala and all those great animals just an hour and a half away from where you're studying. A marine biology major who wants to learn about the southern right whales or the bottlenose dolphins they have there, or work with penguin rehabilitation. Or they're a history major who wants to learn about apartheid, a political science major who wants to live in a new political system.
It's definitely a country that has an incredibly rich heritage and history, and there's a huge diversity of languages and cultures.
There's opportunities for students to do hands-on research, to participate in service learning opportunities, working with after-school programs in the townships or in orphanages.
The lessons you learn there and the growth as a person, that's something you don't get in classes. You don't get in the typical lecture hall.
We do have, summer programs, short-term programs, semester and academic year programs, so there's a lot of different durations available as well. Another great thing about South Africa is that it tends to be a really affordable destination.
Because it is such an affordable country. It was cheaper for me as an out-of-state student to study in South Africa.
And there's some big scholarship money for students who are looking at programs in places that are considered off the beaten path.
Studying in South Africa would be probably the best time of your university career to experience a new country and a new just way of life, really.